And I were talking a little bit before we were out here with the Masa crew, and we're just out here feeding anyone that wanted to come eat. And I just
If we go on the light.
Oh, what?
Is it okay if we go on the light? Just
Yeah. Go ahead, I'll follow you.
All right.
So her and I kind of just hit it off. We're trying to find her husband because her husband and I are from the same exact town. So that's always.
I'm from Detroit, though. Repping the details.
So do you? Yeah, go ahead, rep girl. Tell everybody where you're from, born and raised.
I'm from Detroit. I've been back and forth between Detroit and Arizona, like pretty much my whole life, though. But both are home, you know. I kind of just want to start off by saying, like, well, my current situation is me and my husband, we're homeless. We're struggling with addiction right now. Our drug of choice is fentanyl, which is the scariest one out there right now. We've been on the streets for about 3 years now, and it's not easy, you know, because people look at us like we're scum. They look at us like we're nothing, you know, and we used to be like normal people. Like, I was a CNA for 5 years. I wanted to go to nursing school. I wanted to be a nurse. My dude, he was a forklift operator. He did that for a very long time. He's very good with his hands. You know, we have 5 beautiful children together. You know, everything was great until, you know, them blues, you know, they took a hold of us, and they'll bring the least likely person to be on addiction, and they'll bring them to the bottom of the barrel, you know. So right now we're dealing with those consequences of using drugs, and we have our shopping cart right here. Like, we're literally out here every day.
And it is clean and organized.
It is organized.
Yes.
Right. He just organized it. My dude just organized it, so it's nice and neat. You know, at least we can say that. You know, we're thankful because we get to wake up every day. You know, we still have our lives. You know, I mean, we're still alive. You know,
yes.
we're still able to change this. So
yes.
We're hoping that, you know, I mean, at least I'm hoping that, you know, soon we'll be able to, you know, go to detox, get off these drugs, and get our lives back, because like, when you're out here, life stops. It really stops. Like, and I was just telling, you know, you and your husband before we, you know, did the interview, that you know, when you're out here, like, you don't realize what's really going on. You're not aware of what's going on in the world. Like, so it's awesome that I met you and your husband, because you guys are letting us know, like, what you guys do, and you bring awareness. Because we're literally in the middle of the hood right now, on the block, and you guys are here, you know, trying to help me and my husband and whoever else you can. You came to feed and you came to help, so that's awesome. Because people look at us like we're nothing, and it sucks. It really does suck. You know, it's terrible. Like, being out here every day and struggling to try to, like, you know, you said you had questions, though, so I wanted to answer your questions. I was gonna go into all type of different stuff.
No, and that's okay, because you kind of covered a lot. And so, you know, we kind of talked before. That's the basis of our channel, is to bring the awareness. Because like you said, before we even went on the camera, we were just normal people. We were just everyday people. Yeah. And so this is why we have our channel. It's stuck. People don't wake up and just decide to get stuck one day. Right. It just, things happen. But like, do you remember what I shared with you before camera? What did I say? You're already a step ahead. Why?
Because I recognize that Amen. I'm still continuing to do this. So that means I understand that I need to stop.
Amen.
You know, so it's not like I'm saying I don't know why
yes.
I'm here in this situation. I know why I'm here, and I know what I need to do to stop it, you know, and I just need to take those steps.
Yes, and you said, because I made a bad choice.
I made a bad choice.
And that's 100% accountability right there. And so from our experience and what we've seen, that's where it starts. So you at least already have that in your mindset, and we're going to keep praying for you and praying for your husband. And we always say, if anybody on our channel sees anybody that we interview and they feel led to help this couple in any way, we will come find them. You don't need to send it to us. We don't believe in the middle people. We will come find you, or we will send Eric from the Masa crew out here to come find you, you know, because we're going to talk a little bit after, maybe trying to find some resources for you, where there might be some rehab, where we could get you both together, you know, because that's what's important.
A support system.
When you're on the streets,
it feels like you have nobody. you're alone. You feel like you're alone and you feel like nobody has your back. Like, I'm not talking to my family right now just because of the shame, and I feel like they're mad at me, you know? So I'm not talking to them. I'm pretty sure they're very worried and want to talk to me, but because my pride and ego, I don't make that call. And every day we're out here, you know, like boosting and just doing things that we shouldn't do, that we know we shouldn't do, to just try to make ends meet, to feed this addiction. And it's all for nothing. Like, I really had a stressful week, honestly. You know, me and my husband have been arguing, and also just life in itself, being out here, you know, it's not easy, you know.
How would you say, is it safety-wise being out here?
Well, luckily for me, I have my dude, but like, if I didn't have him, like, I have a friend out here, her name is Pookie, and she doesn't have her dude just got locked up, so she's by herself. So, you know, that, it's very scary. It's very scary. Like, being out here by yourself, they say don't go in the alleys, don't go in dark places, because you can be kidnapped. There was a serial killer, I think, like 2 weeks ago, that was around this area, like, you know, 27th Indian School, you know? So it's very dangerous, and at any moment, like, luckily I have him, but even for both of us, it's hard and it's scary, because you never know what the next person you're walking past is thinking, you know? Like, you don't know. You don't know if you're buying this drug from this person, and they don't know what they're even selling, and then you do it and you die. You
Right.
know? It's just, you're really taking chances when you're out here, and we're really out here. Like, this is like not fake. Like, we're out here every day. Like, you can go to 27th and see us walking with our shopping cart. Like, they call us the couple because we're always together 24/7.
That's
just not
good.
right now.
That's good.
So-
We even encourage people to have a buddy system. Even if you don't have a husband or a wife, get a friend.
Yeah.
A buddy system on the
That's
street
smart,
is
yeah.
so important. So,
Yeah.
so important. My next question is, what about any of the businesses out here? How do they treat you? If you need to go in and use the restroom, wash your face.
Oh, there's no using the bathroom. If they know you're homeless or you look like you're homeless, you're not coming even in the door for a second. They want you out because it's a bad look for their business, they feel like. They don't want you standing in front of the business. If you have to use the bathroom, they don't care. I had a friend that was pregnant. She was homeless. They wouldn't even let her use the bathroom. So a lot of the businesses in this area, just because of the crime and the drugs, it's so high, there's no bathroom. We have to pee outside. We use the bathroom outside.
And so again, this goes back to our channel to bring awareness. So we obviously see we have a war right here in our own backyard. It's in every community. And so what about, you've been on the streets out here in Phoenix for how many years?
Well, I've been homeless on the streets for about, I want to say 3 years, which is a very long time. Started off in hotels. We lost our place. Then we went to hotels, and then when the money ran out, we went to our car. From the car, we ended up on the streets. So it's just one thing after another. The more you let go, the more you get to your addiction. You know, you lost the car, you just kept giving to the addiction, and we lost twice as much doing that. So, yeah, the police don't really mess with us too much, thank God. But I think, like, because I think we're one of the few that, like, try to, like, we just stick to ourselves. So,
Right.
like, we're not, like, trying to be in groups. We're not trying to, you know, cause chaos. We're not trying to, like, we clean up after ourselves, for God's sake. Like, if we go somewhere and set up our tent for the night, like, we clean up. We try to be quiet. We try to be considerate of the neighbors, because I know they don't want us there, you know. And if we can stay for the night, we're thankful that they even let us stay for the night. So, you know, we clean up our mess. We try to clean up the trash. Every time we go anywhere, we clean up our area, because that's one of the reasons why they don't like us in the first place, because people leave messes and they trash the place, and that's disgusting to me, you know. So we try to get people that are around us to clean up, and we clean up, and we just try to keep the area clean, because that's what they would want, you know, and that's what we want. Like, we're not animals,
Right.
You know, we're still human. We still have our ethics and stuff like that, you know.
That's another thing we see. Some of the homeless people are some of the most clean, for what they can be,
Right.
clean, you know, they for what the elements are and doing the best they can, you know. And another thing that we found is they're some of the most compassionate and some of the most caring.
You have to be out
They
here.
will share the shirt off their own back,
we know
which
it's
our
right.
society, I think this day and age, could learn a little, because I feel right now we are in a very entitled society.
Generation right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Obligation is at an all-time high. Like, nobody has to do anything for you. You're not entitled to shit. Like, excuse my language. But nobody has to do anything for you. And I used to be like that. I used to look at people that did drugs and be like, ew, like, get away from me. Like, you put yourself in this situation. Like, this is your fault. And God has a way of, you know, making you, humbling yourself and seeing it from the other side. I should have never thought like that. And now I'm in the situation that I used to look down on people being in.
And that was something we kind of talked about, how God could humble us in a heartbeat.
Definitely.
In a heartbeat. And so it's really important for us and for our ministry is to go back out and just, you know, like we say, they're real people in real situations. They're just stuck. You know, it doesn't mean they're stuck forever, though. It does not mean that they're stuck permanently. Our job is to love them and pray for them and show up however we can show up. And enough people did that across this country. I definitely think right now we've got 3 YouTube channels out here. And this is what we say. Teamwork makes dream work.
Teamwork makes
yes,
dream work.
Because
that's one of my favorite slogans.
Yes, we could only do so much just single-handedly, but if enough people unite and come together, we could definitely fight this war right here within our each community into our own neighborhoods. My other question is, how was your childhood growing up?
My childhood was, that's a tough one. It was good. I mean, it was. I felt like, you know, my dad did the best he could because I only had a dad. My mom committed suicide when I was young, so I didn't have a mother. I did have stepmoms, but we weren't close. But I love my dad. My dad did the best he could, and I'm very thankful for that because he was there every day. You know.
Have you had any contact with him?
No, just out of shame. You know.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Before I became homeless, so probably about 2 years.
Where's he at?
He lives in Phoenix.
Oh, he does?
He has his own house. He has his own business. He's doing very, very well.
And your kids?
My kids, I currently believe they're with my family, but they didn't tell me. So, and that's kind of like how things went towards the end. They wanted me to get my stuff together, and I said I was, and I kept saying I was, and I didn't. And then I just stopped communicating because I was shameful, and I don't know. I just kind of like, I acted like if I didn't deal with it, then it wasn't there, which is terrible. I should have never did that. I really should have did that. But I'm just hoping that, you know, God still gives me the opportunity to see that my kids are with my family. I'm really hoping they are. I think they are. I'm not 100%, and that makes me a terrible person because I should know where my kids are. It's a touchy subject.
And they're both of your kids together.
Yeah, we have a son together, and then he has a daughter from another relationship, and then we have twins, and then another girl.
So we know from personal experience that we serve an awesome Father in heaven that, you know, He has a plan. He absolutely has a plan. And so this is...
put you through nothing you can't handle.
This is what we say. We don't know when His time will work in each of our lives, but we 100% believe that He has a plan. If they would have counted us out years ago, the devil's a liar.
The devil is a liar.
Amen.
I said that like 100 times today.
Amen. I'm telling you, me and her hit so well. Like there's so many things, and we believe 100%. We need to breathe life, not death. There's power in our tongue.
Yes, it is.
Right? So when I met you right away, I seen your spirit. You've got just a loving, you know what? This is our situation, but this is not what defines us as a couple, as a human being. And I seen it. And I just, you know, I honestly, there was a lot of people out here feeding and getting fed, but I spent almost all my time with you and your husband.
We had a great time talking. Yes. We did. And we just connected. Like you came up, you started talking to us, and I'm really actually shy. So like when you came up, I kind of was like, I don't know, but then your energy was just so awesome, I felt comfortable talking to you, and then we ended up hitting it off. And girl, we're gonna be friends.
Yes, and why? You know what? I want to come back and continue to follow up. I want to introduce you to a couple other YouTube channels out here that they could come out and follow up, because we're going back to California tomorrow. We do come back periodically.
So you live out there.
Yes, we do live there. We're really there. So we get stuck, but it's because we are in California.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure that the other two channels out here with us tonight will be able to contact you, or, you know, if any of our subscribers want to hop on, help you out, listen, any resources available, any housing available, any rehabs available. This couple, you know, they're open.
We are open.
They're open to
and
change.
Prayer, anything.
Amen.
Like, we know what we need to do, and we just need that. We know we have God's help. God is first.
Yes,
of
amen.
course. But if anybody wants to help, like, we'll be so grateful and like so appreciative, because you know it's the little things that matter. So like, if anybody does anything for us, it'll mean the world, because we don't have anything. And I mean, well, we have our shopping cart, but other than that, we have our shopping cart and each other, and we have God.
Amen.
So I mean, I want to say that's all we need, but you know, to get out of this situation, it takes a village. So,
Girl, I see it in your eyes, and you have a beautiful smile, and your husband has just an amazing
I
spirit.
know, I wish you would have been here for the interview, because us together is just like a power couple.
A power
you know,
couple.
So.
That's what we say.
But he is somewhere. He's probably doing something, helping somebody. You know, that's just how he gets. That's how he is. He's helping somebody right now, probably. I'm just almost sure of it. But if not, then you know, we're human.
Right. Well, we're going to upload the video. And so for our subscribers, anybody that wants to reach out, we leave later tomorrow. But we will be able to, we have two other YouTube channels here, that if any of our subscribers feel led to help you in any way, we're talking rehab, we're talking counseling, we're talking anything that anybody would want to offer, we'll come find you. Girl, I don't got my glasses. Is this him? Hey!
Oh, he came at the end.
What'd you bring? He's representing Cali over here. Say whoop whoop. Whoa! Look, he's got his drink, some Pepsi.
He brought some sodas for everybody. That's what it seems
Yay!
like. Oh, isn't that so sweet?
So we're doing the video, and I was just letting them know, any of our subscribers that want to come out and help y'all, we do live in California, but we have two other YouTube. Look at that, y'all. Look, they are a beautiful couple. We're gonna keep praying, and any of our subscribers that want to come out or help in any way, I have two other YouTube channels here. We're going to connect with them. They could come back. If anybody wants to reach out, we know how to get a hold of them. They could come find you. And so in closing, I want to ask you both separately, since you weren't here. In closing, do you have any closing words on advice or words of wisdom for anybody that could be watching this, that might be going through this or about to go through this?
I'm going to let you go first, because I've been answering all the questions.
Well, words of advice for me, I would say is, don't judge a book by its cover.
Amen.
Just because you're going through something like this doesn't mean it's the end.
Amen.
It doesn't mean that this is you. It doesn't define you.
Amen.
It doesn't make you bad.
Preach
Nor
it.
does it make you good. It just makes you human. You know, and then it's always a way out, you know, with the Most High Yah. And don't beat yourself up. This is our first time actually being homeless, so I'm not going to be bitter, sad, mad, disappointed. I'm just going to be grateful and thankful that the Most High is still walking with us and showing us this, because I used to be a judgmental individual myself for people that's out on the streets, but I always had a heart to help. So, you know, just don't judge a book by its cover. You can always get out of this. If you're going through it, it's always a happy ending, for sure.
Amen.
How y'all got.
Amen.
Oh, look at you. That was cute.
That was a tough one to follow up.
I don't even want to say nothing.
That's what me.
Girl,
and
you
her.
said you just came up
I'm
and
gonna
stole
just
the
put my name on the
spotlight.
end of that. That was for both of us.
Hashtag couple.
Hey, yes, and this is what I told her, power couple right here. You know what? My husband and I, we were, you know, in the same stuck situation, and we're walking examples. We know this is why we're out and do what we do. We know if we could be changed, each and every person we come across can be changed. We're not permanently stuck. We're stuck temporarily, and it doesn't define us as an individual, because at the end of the day, you know, even when I was a mess and in my worst, you know, I never gave up. I never gave up. Sometimes I didn't see the light at the end, but I knew there was a better and a bigger reason, and I kept going.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful I did, because, you know, now we could go back and give back. Now we could go back and be that voice, right? So you guys are out here on a daily. So many people are voiceless out here. You guys, I know, are going to pull through this. When I say I know you will. Like I said, you're already a step ahead. You said, I made a poor choice. We made a poor choice. When we acknowledge that, you're already so much ahead of the game than what you already know. This is a stepping stone. It's not a final. This is a stepping stone. And then, you know, you're going to look back from years from now. And like we already talked, God knows how to humble us, right? So now we just let him do the work. And like you said, it's not the end game. This is just temporary, but it will get better. And so I just want to say thank you guys so much. Oh, do you want to say your name?
Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah, you weren't here. So, and another thing I do want to add, because we do have a channel, if anybody's watching this that knows you, do you have anything that you'd want to say?
We are trying to get out of this situation. It's just very, very embarrassing, because if you know us, you know this is a situation you probably would have never seen us in, because we keep ourselves pretty well put together, but we made some bad choices. So please don't judge us, and pray for us.
And watch us rise up and
progress.
shine.
That's right.
I'm ready to come back shortly and come and do an update of your success story, because I believe it and I see it, and I know you guys could do it, and I know that God led us here tonight to come talk to you guys. So I'm really, really just inspired to hear you too. You know what? This is their life, but look at the smiles they have. Look at the you know, this, like they said, this doesn't define us as who we are. This is just temporary. So I'm so thankful, and I'm blessed that I got to come hang out with you guys tonight. This is a blessing to us. And so we're going to upload this, and then we're going to connect you with these other channels over here. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for allowing us into your world and your insight. And we're going to continue to pray, and when we come back, we're going to come look for you. I promise you. Every time we come back, we will come look for you. You know how Cali does. Right? All right, I love y'all. Say bye.
Bye.
Yay.